Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, Hasbro did a mega set of reveals without even doing a fan stream. Dugobot's Legacy Slipstream and the last comic edition figures are finally announced. Today is Wednesday, June 19th, 2024, and this is episode 595 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that really wanted a comic-accurate scrounge figure. Oh well. I'm your host Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, at least we still got this guy.
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Hi there. Let's talk Transformers.
As always, we start the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to help us out and keep the show going. We really appreciate those contributions. If you are not a Donatron and would like to become one, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and that is where you can sign up. You get lots of perks for being a Donatron, which includes some of our bonus shows, like We Like Big Bots. You can get all those bonus shows on our Patreon page for Donatrons. So we've got 12 episodes up right now. And I think there's another one coming right now. Yes, it's already there. Episode 13 of We Like Big Bots has been edited and submitted. And it is now available. By the time this show is up. By the time this show goes up, it will be up. It will be up.
Wow, you're not wasting any time. You gotta like cherish these little episodes, or
Daryl, it's been 6 months, Daryl. episode 12 was 6 months ago.
Yeah, it's been cherished enough.
So you want to tease episode 13?
I value these episodes more than you, I guess. I don't know. Episode 13. What can I say about episode 13? Quiet, Charles. I'm talking.
I think if you valued these shows more, you'd be doing them a little bit more often. That's all I gotta say.
He doesn't have time for that, Charles.
I want to make people, savor them. They're like a fine wine. Episode 13. What it's been a while. What did we talk about in episode 13? Let's see here. Oh yes, I see here. It was a fun one. I enjoyed this one because I was pretty certain I had some figures of this character that Dr. Pants hadn't seen before. And I don't know if I was right, but I knew that I had at least one figure that I don't know if he knew existed, but hadn't seen in real life. So I had fun talking about this character. He's definitely a big bot. Plays a big role in G1. There's a hint for you there, but yeah, he's a fun character, and we really enjoyed talking about him. So yeah.
All right. Not a lot of clues there, so I guess you'll just have to become a Donatron and find out. So hope everyone enjoys that. All right. Of course, we've also got our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. Last week was the bonus version of episode 117, Powerful Living Rocks, and this week is the regular version out for everyone. So you can go to transmissionspodcast.com/rust and get episode 117 right now. Download it directly and listen and enjoy. For Donatrons, of course, episode 118 will be out next Monday, June 24th. So you can get the next episode a week early before it drops for everyone else on July 1st, I should say. So enjoy. We've still got copies of our Transformers #1 comic from Skybound with cover art by EJ Sue. You can pick that up at transmissionspodcast.com/comic. Still on sale for $15. So that is below the market value that it's going for on eBay and other places. So, go directly to the source at transmissionspodcast.com and get it for the lowest price. We've also still got copies of our Till All Are One comic that we bundle with it, so you can get that for just $5 if you buy it with the new comic. And, of course, we've still got our Toyhax promo going on, 15% off all your purchases at Toyhax with the June code DADBOTS, DADBOTS. Use that code for 15% off everything at toyhax.com. Cannot be combined with any other promo codes, but you can use it with your RoboPoints. And speaking of Toyhax, a little bit overdue. Sorry, I was out for a couple weeks. I'm going to be out for another couple weeks. Sorry, after this. But
I can't say much because July is just going to be a mess.
Yeah,
just giving people a notice.
We're gonna try to keep the show going. We have that streak. We haven't missed a week yet, so we're trying to keep up with that. But it's getting tough. It's getting tough. This summer is getting crazy. But we're gonna try and keep it going. But while I'm here, since we're a little bit overdue for the May Toyhax drawing, I guess these guys didn't want to do it without me. They waited for me. Thanks, guys. So
we know we're not to be trusted with the important things like this.
I trusted you. I said you could do it.
we don't trust ourselves. We know better.
Well, we're all together here, so we can do it now. So let's get that Toyhax drawing for May. Give away a $10 gift code to one of our lucky donatrons. So we'll do it right now. All right, Jeremy is your assistant, ready to help us out.
Computer, are you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, let's get a random number between 1 and 71.
Computer, give me a random number between 1 and 71.
Here's a number between 1 and 71. It's 51.
51? Oh, I think we're going to have to do another number because that is Michael Ordway.
Aw.
Aw.
Computer, play a sad trombone.
Sad Trombone and similar songs on Amazon.
Computer,
Music.
stop. Computer, stop.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to get a wah-wah, and I don't have a soundboard.
Burr, 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 burr.
All right. Going to do another one?
Yeah, Mike is ineligible since he is one of the major contributors to the show. So
Well, we thank you for the support.
yes, we do. All right, another random number between 1 and 71, please.
Computer, give me a random number between 1 and 71.
Here's a number between 1 and 71. It's 27.
Okay, 27 goes to Travis. Congratulations, Travis.
All right.
Very
Awesome.
cool.
Good job.
And I think he's on the Discord. Yeah, Travis, we will be in touch with your prize.
Mhm.
Use it in good health. Get some Toyhax stickers.
And don't forget to use that code as well. You get a little bit, 15% more.
Yeah, that's right. Combine it. All right. Now you'll just have to wait until I don't know, end of July for the June drawing. We'll see. But yeah, enough about the future. Let's talk about the now. We're here now. We're having fun. let's get into the rest of the show. We're going to start off with some quick hits.
All right, and we're going to start off this week by talking about Louis. This is New Age's H62 Louis. It's their Legend Scale blaster, and it's a color prototype we're looking at. And I gotta say, the first time I saw a picture of this thing in like alt mode, I thought, wow, they did it. They made a masterpiece blaster. And then I looked at the name of the thing and I thought, oh boy, this is just a Legend Scale figure. This thing looks amazing. It really does. I'm overly impressed by the detail they have on it. It looks phenomenal. This is a figure like this is something that makes New Age shine, and yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed with the way that this thing has been put together. So yeah, there's some really great pictures here. Jeremy's kind of flicking through them here. I want to see here if it does actually come with. Yeah, it does come with both ram horn and rewind as tapes you can put into his chest. So that's pretty awesome as well. So it's an awesome little pack, and I'm sure because of the pricing of Legend Scale stuff, the thing's probably $80. But yeah, it honestly, it looks worth it at this point. This is an incredibly detailed looking figure, and it jumped pretty high on my list with regards to new Legend Scale figures. So yeah,
The paint job looks amazing.
absolutely stellar. And also keep in mind, this is New Age. You know, there's going to be in a metallic version. There's going to be a like a, what is it? The blue version,
Yeah,
the
Billy.
Billy version. Yeah, the Billy version. There's going to be a shattered glass version. There's going to be a clear version. There's going to be a gold and silver and bronze version. There's going to be all kinds of different versions of this. So if this first
comic/toy head version,
yeah, all kinds. So if this first one is not the color palette that you want, wait like 3 days, and then the other one might be around. So yeah.
All right. Next up, we have something from Fans Hobby. We talked about their Sky Team Armada mini cons that they were putting out, and now we have images or prototype images of the Shield team. This is the Armada race mini cons. All three of them transform into various cars, and then they combine to form the Skyboom Shield. And these look really good. They look incredibly accurate based on, or according to the original toys. And it looks like the shield actually has a cover that goes over it. If you see in this picture here, they do combine into the shield like the originals did, and they also have 5mm ports or handles, so they can be held by modern figures. And these things look fantastic. So I'm excited that we're getting more of these mini cons and get modern articulation and engineering on them. It looks like the figures can hold the shield cover by itself as well, which kind of destroys the purpose of them combining into a shield, but
Okay, next up is finally the official reveal of the Transformers Lego Bumblebee set. I know you guys talked about the leaked pictures that came out before last week's recording, but then I guess after all those leaks, Hasbro and Lego were like, fine, we'll just put it out on Thursday. So everything was out. You can see it, all the packaging, both alt mode and robot mode, even like mid transformation, everything. Yeah, and you guys talked about it last week. I do not disagree with you guys' take on it, and that the fact that it does, the proportions are kind of off, the car mode is kind of off. Despite all that, I still kind of want it. It's, I mean, it's just the fact that it's Lego, that it does transform, that it is, it does, like, I think they do have some pictures of it standing next to Optimus Prime, the Lego Optimus Prime. Yeah, I know it's a little, yeah, it's, the proportions are just off and weird,
You'd think
but
they would have made the Optimus Prime look a little bit better in this image too. It, uh,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I'm looking at him on my shelf, and he looks a lot better than this image. Um, but yeah, despite the wonkiness of this figure, I still kind of want it, and I just want to put it together. I mean, I know I'm probably gonna have buyer's remorse. You put it together once, and then it's over, and then you're left staring at this thing. But it is $89.99, so you can start pre-ordering on July 1st from Lego, from their online store, and I'm sure it'll show up in stores. I still see the Optimus Prime on shelves in Target and other places, so it must be doing pretty well because it's still like going through their retail channels.
I mean, it's a Lego thing. You'll see it for years.
Yeah. I think probably this one will not be in as high demand as the Optimus Prime, but I think I don't think I'm going to be able to resist picking this up. So
My problem is these images are doing it no favors.
yeah,
There's an image here of a Lego Volkswagen Bug and then the Bumblebee right next to it.
mm-hmm.
Night and day. I mean, the one that's a proper Lego Bug looks so good.
Yeah,
And then we have an image here of like side view of the robot. It just looks horrible.
yeah.
If you're not
big
looking
gap
at it
there.
front on, it's just looks
Yeah.
really bad.
I mean, I think it's probably just the fact that it has to transform, that they had to compromise a lot with the design. I imagine that's what
Yeah.
happened here.
Probably. The legs just needed a lot of, it needs knees.
Yeah.
Can you, before we move on from this, Jeremy, can you go back to the one of those first pictures with the guy holding it?
Oh, I think that was on this other page.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing. I love that. It's just, the guy's in love with this thing, and if that's not the modern day collector right there.
I mean, it was, the thing is tagged designer shoot, so he's probably the one that designed it. And I mean,
Oh, well, there you go.
he
yeah.
is probably in love with it, and good for him. It's just too many compromises for me.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta respect it. I mean, he made it work. The fact that he made it work as a transforming figure is impressive. But yeah, I don't know. It's some things. It's just not quite right there. But I mean, I say this despite the fact that I'm still gonna buy it. So what can I say? All right, well, that's all our quick hits, and let's jump into our main topic.
So our discussion topic for this week is going to be the new reveals from Hasbro, and they talked about a bunch of stuff. And so we're just going to kind of dive right in here. What they have on the screen is something that I don't have on mine, so let's just see what we got here.
We're going to start with,
I don't know what I'm
that.
starting with, Jeremy.
We look at the same doc.
I know. I just on my screen I had the where are we? Yes, I have that up first. So yeah, so they revealed something that was kind of rumored for quite some time, and that was the Legacy United Deluxe Cyberverse Universe Slipstream, and this is made off of the Windblade mold, and I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, so this was pretty good, and they revealed this thing. I got some official photos of it. Yeah, it looks pretty darn good. Um, excuse me. Got the packaging there. Yeah, no, it looks quite nice. Um, but yeah, I think we had seen this in some of the like those listings, those character listings for a while now. So
I think it was also in the Space Bridge. The last fan stream, they had this in the Space Bridge.
okay, all right. Next up, we have the Legacy United Deluxe Quake. And this one here, another character that, funnily enough, really hasn't had any kind of play in any modern media. The last time we heard about Quake was in the IDW 2 comic. And that has been over for a while now. But here's Quake again. Just, is it the same mold? I can't tell. I don't have my Quake out. I actually have that old toy too, but I don't. I can't tell what figure this is. Yeah, but anyway, it's coming with the Target Masters. I know that original that last figure didn't have Target Masters, so that's kind of fun. To seeing some Target Masters again. But yeah, that's kind of cool.
This is a Skull Grin partial, is what it says.
Oh, okay, very good. Does this complete the Decepticon Target Masters then?
Believe so.
Yeah.
Other than the ones that were like old official, like old original characters, like nothing like Cyclonus or anything like that getting.
We have
the
here from Mark Mayer a picture of the 3.
Mm-hmm.
Target Master Juniors or double Target Masters, I guess.
Yeah.
Quake, Spinister, and Needle Nose.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I think that's pretty neat that they're doing that. Yeah. I may have to pick this up just because of that. Because I have the other 2. I hate myself. Moving on. Is there room for GoBots in the world of Transformers? Some say there is, and this next topic is showing us that there's a 3-pack coming out, and that is going to be some GoBot Guardians that are joining the world of Transformers, and yeah, so we got Pathfinder, which is a Cosmos repaint, Treads, which is a Warpath repaint, and Smallfoot, which is a Gears retool. So kind of neat to see some old familiar paint schemes from the GoBots era coming into their own with some Transformers bodies. Yeah, kind of nice. Yeah. All right, and moving on to another core class figure, we're getting core class Infernac Universe Geocron and Energon Galvatron. So the Energon Galvatron is just going to be like a repaint of the other Galvatron or Megatron that they brought out already. The Infernac Geocron is, well, it's what it is. It's up on the screen here. It's a motorbike or a tricycle or whatever you want to call it. It's some kind of motorized vehicle, but it's an Infernac Universe figure. So I don't know whether these small ones come apart like the other ones do, but anyway, they look like Rock Lords, and they're the Infernac Universe stuff. So.
I mean, they are tagged here on the packaging as armorizers, so they probably do come apart.
That's kind of neat. Yeah, and then there's that Megatron with the Galvatron. So, yeah, and then we've got a leader class, which is was totally seeing this one coming as well. This was leader class Legacy United Armada Universe Galvatron. So again, another repaint of the Megatron that came out earlier, and yeah, so this is kind of neat. If you were a child of this Unicron trilogy, then there's a lot of this stuff that you're in heaven with right now. Like you're just loving the figures that are coming out. I can pass because I'm not. I could care less about these figures, but again, that's not my generation. So it's yeah. If this is your stuff, then I am very happy for you because this is a very cool figure.
The Megatron is great. So it's a great mold.
Oh yeah, yeah. And we've also got another repaint, and this one here is one that I was. It's there's a little. I get a little depressed when I see one of these guys come out, just because I know the potential that something that could have been, and it was never realized. So we've got Legacy Voyager Animated Motor Master, and this is a cool ass figure. This is a repaint of the animated Optimus Prime that came out. There they are on the screen there together. But again, this is going to be a Stunticon that doesn't Stunticon. So he's not a combiner. So you could get potentially get all the Stunticons here in the animated kind of deco, but they'll never combine. And that's a real heartbreaker, because this thing could look really awesome if they all kind of combined.
This is an homage to the BotCon 2011, I think, set.
Yes, Jeremy. We all know you have that set.
I know. I'm just saying, it's a long time ago.
It's the Stunticon job. Yep. Jeremy has that set for anyone who wants to break into his house and steal it.
They'd have to find it, and I'm not sure. I know where it is. It's
if everyone wants to do that, I can let you know where he lives. We can split the booty. There was a post when I saw this thing kind of hit the socials that Optimus Prime there is getting this Jetwing pack. What would it take to get one for the Motor Master? Not much. So fully expect DNA Designs to put out a Jetwing pack for this Motor Master. And if that's something that floats your boat, then look to pick something like that up because they're going to do it. But yeah, this looks really cool. And if you're into that kind of stuff, it's on its way. So there you go. Jeremy, I think you've got a couple of things that they revealed as well.
I do. So this first one, kind of rounding out the 40th anniversary, we need yet another Optimus Prime, and that's what they've announced. This is a G1 Universe Optimus Prime, which is a modern take on the classic Optimus Prime. Posable, has the Matrix, and he has rubber tires. So that's pretty cool. He's compatible with the Earthrise trailer. Here he is with the original G1 on the left. So he's a little bit smaller than the G1 figure, which par for the course these days, but so much more posable. And he looks really, really good. He comes with an Energon axe and his blaster. And this was a quick pre-order for me. And he's currently sold out, so you have to wait until he shows up on stores. But this is just a really good Optimus Prime. And since when is the next time we're going to get a figure with rubber tires? I mean, talked about it for years, but Mark Mayer is the one that he revealed this on his Instagram, and he did call out the fact that he's got the rubber tires. So that is awesome.
Is this just a kind of alternative to Missing Link? It seems like this is occupying the same space as the Missing Link figure.
Missing Link is basically that G1 exactly, but with modern stuff on, modern engineering with knees.
Yeah.
And this is more of they from the start designed it, from what I can tell. And this is all plastic. The Missing Link has die-cast, I believe.
Oh, okay.
but I believe I would say you're right. They kind of occupy the same space, whereas the Missing Link is more of a Takara release, and this one's Hasbro. But yeah, this is definitely smaller. But yeah, it's I'm interested in this. If I can find one on the store shelves, I'll pick one up. But I think it's cheaper. There's no trailer, right? So you don't have to worry about the trailer. I think this is using the same technology they used with making Beachcombers tires, which I don't think are technically rubber.
Well,
but they have this.
He says PVC rubber tires.
Okay, well there you go. Okay,
I'm wondering if the fact that like they did the Missing Link, maybe it's the same size and they just used whatever Missing Link was using.
Well,
Okay.
it's a smaller figure, right? So are the tires going to be the same size even if it's a smaller figure?
I don't know.
I could definitely see some repaint potential. Obviously, it's an Optimus Prime. We know there's going to be repaint potential, but even within the realm of it being just another red Optimus, they could put some chromes, on this thing a little bit and spice it up a little.
Yeah, well, Toyhax is going to have a set for this.
Oh, Toyhax will be all over this thing, right? But yeah, that Hasbro is going to release a black version and a shattered glass version and a dead version, which will be different than the black version, and then a white one, yeah, for sure. So yeah, it's this is another home run for Hasbro.
All right, and the last thing I have here is if you missed out on the Netflix Soundwave, it is now being released under Legacy United Leader Soundwave with it looks like 3 of his tapes. Got Ravage, Rumbler Frenzy, whichever one you call the blue one, and not Laserbeak, Buzzsaw. So this is essentially the Netflix Soundwave, but I guess the exclusive is ended and they're able to put it out. And this is by all accounts a great Soundwave. I don't have it yet, so I'm looking at picking this up. But the colors on the images we have here are not exactly accurate. Mark Mayer said that this is an early sample. But it does have red eyes on Soundwave. So I think this is another great one, even though he does have, as you can see here, a lot of kind of gappy areas. But I'm sure there's some add-on kits to fill those in. But this is another, awesome release. And I mentioned this before the show. I think, with the exception of the Optimus Prime, we're getting so many of these repaints or partial remolds, and I'm wondering if that is due to the layoffs and stuff Hasbro has had, having to finish out these lines with, what can we do with the team we have and what we already have in the pipeline to fill out some of these waves. And I feel like they're doing a good job. I mean, doing the GoBot stuff, doing some of these other repaints or slight remolds. I think it's working. So.
Alex from the chat mentions that the package art is using the core class design, which it totally is.
Yeah.
You look at the front of the box. Here. Yeah.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. There's a closer image of the front of the box, but yeah. Yeah. It's totally is.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll fix that.
Maybe. I wouldn't count on it.
That's a quick Photoshop edit.
Yeah, but not if the boxes have already been printed.
Well, yeah.
All right, I think we have we have one more thing to talk about in all these reveals this week, and that is the final figures in the comic edition line. Scrounge! No, sorry, it's not Scrounge. It is a yellow figure, but it is not the one we were hoping for. But these are good figures. So we get, for the first time, I think we get an Emirate Zeron figure and a Flame figure. And these are UK characters. So this was, they gave the reveal to Sixo, one part of the Triple Takeover podcast, who is based in the UK. And he got to reveal these comic edition figures because, of course, these characters are big from the UK Marvel Comics. I was completely off when we were talking about this in the last fan stream about speculating about what the next figure would be. You know, we were pulling for Scrounge and Blaster. We thought that would be a good choice since it matched the theme with Straxus.
I was hoping for a leader class Scrounge.
But I thought I said it on the podcast, I believe, I thought like they were not going to go with a UK characters because they had all done US comic characters previously. So I was totally wrong about that. These two characters are straight from the UK, although Emirate Zeron did make it over to the US comic in the later issues when Simon Furman was writing the US comic. But Flame definitely stayed in the UK comic. He did not make it over to the US comic. He was a villain who got killed off pretty quickly. So I think he got killed off, came back as a zombie, and then got killed off again. So, but of course, and Flame looks a lot like Hot Rod. That's not, it does. I think that looks pretty clear, but he's not Hot Rod. He's a bad guy. He's an evil he's an Autobot scientist who went crazy. And Emirate Zeron, of course, is like the resistance Autobot leader on Cybertron, the underground leader on Cybertron. In the comic, he his gears had rusted so much that he could no longer transform. But of course, in the toy form, you got to have a transformation. So he still transforms as a toy. He's a heavy remold of the War for Cybertron Siege Refractor, I believe.
Yeah, Sixo showed. He can still turn into a camera piece.
Oh, really? Okay.
He still has that mode.
Wow.
So if you get 3 of them, you can make a camera.
and then Flame is a retool of the War for Cybertron Gamer Edition Megatron, which is an interesting inspiration there. So yeah, I mean, this is still an instant purchase for me, so I am pre-ordering these guys to complete my comic edition set. Because yeah, I'm a big fan of the Transformers comics, particularly the Marvel comics. So yeah, I started with Grimlock, I got Shockwave, I got Straxus. And now I'm getting, I've ordered them all. I have not seen it. None of them have gotten to my house yet, yeah. but I've ordered them all. So, yeah, these are cool. I mean, I'm a sucker for figures that have not gotten an official toy release before, even if they're really partial remolds of other figures. So, yeah, I'm happy to see these guys.
I like how the comic cover that they used here is a Marvel UK book, Transformers and Action Force, which is G.I. Joe over there. So that was really neat that they're going all in on the UK comic influence.
Yeah. Yeah. Still a little disappointed that it's not Scrounge, but yeah. What are you going to do? Daryl, any thoughts here, or is this a pass for you?
This is a super deep cut, so I'm happy that you're happy, but I didn't really get into the comics as much as you did. And I don't have any of those UK comics where these are from, so I can happily pass and not worry about it too much. I'm more concerned with the image from the side of the boxes that we were all concerned about. What the part from like that hand that was sticking out into the other one, what that is actually, whose hand is that now? What is it? It's Zeron's hand, but what's the red part? We were.
I believe that was Flames. You can see it a little bit on the. There's one image on that in that big. The one with all the one with all the reveals. The TFW post with like every reveal.
Oh,
there's
let me go back to that. Too many tabs. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, there. So now you can see it's Flame's hand that was going out there, crossing over into the other box. So
I see.
But yeah, I guess we'll probably Hasbro will probably put up a image of all 4 boxes together if they haven't already. So we'll probably get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all our toy talk, and let's move on to some trips to the store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
And Trips to the Store is powered by our friends at TeePublic. So you can go to our TeePublic store at transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic. You can look at all our merchandise there, like cool shirts, hats, phone cases, and you can get lots of stuff with our logos on it if you want. Of course, you can get anything from TeePublic. Just use our link and we will still get some credit for that. So you don't have to buy transmission stuff. Just buy anything from TeePublic and use that link, transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic. And that'll help us out. All right. So let's start off with what we got this week. I'm going to go first. I've been out for a little while, so I did pick up a bunch of comics. I mean, just 2, not a bunch, just 2. So Scarlet #1 and Transformers #9. So you guys both reviewed these 2 while I was out, and I really enjoyed Transformers. Scarlet was okay, but there was like no Transformers references in it, so I'm sure you guys talked about that. Transformers #9, that was that was rough. The Autobots are still not in a good position. So I don't know how they're going to get out of this one. It's looking rough for them. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm still loving this new series. As we record this, it is Father's Day, so I did get some Father's Day gifts. Some Transformers themed. I got a set of stickers. So Transformers stickers. 96 stickers. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these stickers, but
Just randomly put them on Daryl's stuff at TFCon.
So we got some Prime, got some Bumblebee, got some Megatron. Lots of good stuff. And another thing I got was very unique. This is something I was not expecting. A little bit offbeat, but really cool. This is a cover for the starter of my car. So you know how most cars today now have a push button starter. So you put this. It's a ring. It's a ring around the push button starter, and then. Since most of the starters have a light that an LED light, when you put the cover down, it's the Autobot symbol, and the Autobot symbol will light up from the starter of your car.
My car still uses a key.
I had no idea these things existed. I had not seen this before. I didn't even know what it was when I opened it. I was like, what is this? And my wife showed me the Amazon link where she got this. It's a cool idea, really neat. It comes with a little adhesive stickers so that you can stick this on your car. So I'm gonna try it out and I'll report back. Maybe I'll take a picture so everyone can see how it goes on my car. But it's a really cool, really neat. So I think it's another win for Trisha for unique Transformers themed gifts. So I thought that was cool. And this weekend I was at I just happened to be in another part of Pittsburgh that had a comic store that I don't really frequent that often, but they do have a lot of Transformers products there. And I just happened to see on the shelf a Metal Earth Optimus Prime.
Wow. Blast from the past.
Yeah. I picked this up. It was $8. So I was like, I think I have the Soundwave and the Bumblebee. Have not put them together yet. So I figured, why not get another one that I'm not going to put together? But I still think it's a cool, neat idea. So yeah, I picked this up. And yeah. They did have a lot of Transformers, but they were all, at the comic shop. They're all kind of overpriced. So and there wasn't anything I really wanted. But this one, I thought it was cool. So that's all I got this week. Let's throw it over to Daryl.
Okay. Yeah, I got like four of those Metal Earth things myself, and I don't think there's ever a time that I'm going to put those things together. My fingers, I value my fingers too much.
They are tiny.
Yeah. I too got Transformers number 9. Yeah, it's a good comic. I enjoyed it. But at my comic book store, they had a toy that I've been looking for a while. Yeah, so I picked it up. This is Origins Bumblebee.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, picked him up. None of the Energon rods though. So he has his backpack, but no Energon rods. So just the Bumblebee, and I think he had I think the instructions are around here somewhere, but sans Energon rods. So
you'd think
What
that's
a rip.
something that like a 3D printer would be able to, make up and sell at TFCon.
I mean, I could care less
All
about the
different
Energon
colors.
rods, really, but I know that they're a pain in the ass if you just have this guy. But now that Wheeljack is out, he holds them, right? So
Poorly.
yeah.
Did he come with his gun at least?
I have a backpack. Does he have a gun too?
Yeah, he's supposed to have a gun.
Then I'm missing his gun then too. So I guess I'm sans gun as well. Well.
It's a Daryl complete figure. What can you say?
Exactly. He's gonna be in his little spaceship mode, and then I'm gonna leave him like that forever, right? So anyway, he's a cool little figure. A lot more complicated, probably one of the most complicated Bumblebee figures that's not Masterpiece scale, I gotta say. But he was fun to kind of mess with. Little Origins Bumblebee.
Very nice. All right, Jeremy, what do you got?
I also have some Father's Day gifts. This one actually got a while back, and it's just been sitting on our dining room table because it was a Father's Day thing, so I couldn't show it yet. But it's the Rise of the Beast Funko Pop Optimus Prime. So I think my son saw this in the store and was like, "Yeah, I got to get this for me." So, and then today went and I got myself for Father's Day from the family Legacy United Silverbolt. This is looking forward to getting into this. I haven't opened it yet, but I've never had a Silverbolt before, or the Beast Wars Silverbolt, and it looks like a really fun figure. So might see it again after I get it open.
All right. Okay, well, that's all for Trips to Sora. Let's go on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
All right, and let's finish up the show with some convention news.
All right, and in convention news, we just have one thing here, and this was revealed at the Anime Expo in the Kodobukiya I think this is in Japan, so sorry. But starting in July 5th, the Kotobukiya shops are also going to be selling this. This was exclusive to the convention, and then it'll be in the shops after. And this is a Bushijo cliff jumper, which I believe it looks like it's based off of the Bumblebee, but molded a little differently. But it's your anime girl cliff jumper. So this, I don't know what else there is to say about it. We don't have any pricing on it, but if you want it, it'll be available. Looks like probably online after July 29th, but there is a notice here that orders going to forwarding services will be canceled. So if you're wanting to get it, looks like you have to get it directly or know somebody. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work. This is not my area of interest in collecting, but there you go. If you're into these anime girl Transformer figures, you get a cliff jumper coming up.
All right. Well, that takes us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. As always, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon. So that's why they get a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forex Levengood, Demon Tech 82, and Steve C. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for continuing to support the show. And thanks everyone for watching and listening. We'll see you next time. Stick around for alt mode later in the week, and we'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.